I'm 65, have over $1 million in my IRA. Does it still make sense to convert to Roth, given that I'm going to be in a 24% tax bracket? My man Scott writes in from Oregon. All right, let's dive into this because this is near and dear to my heart, my friend. All right, so the first thing we got to understand, you're 65 years old, you're married, and you don't say how old your spouse is. I'm going to assume she is 65 as well. And let's just read. Josh, great material, very helpful. You make a compelling case for Roth conversions. I'm 65, married with about 200,000 in Roth and 1.05 million in tax deferred. Are you a proponent of conversions even if I need, sorry about that, gotta get my tax thing. Even if I need to work in the 24% tax bracket to make it happen in our portfolio? Yes, I am. So let's talk about this. You're 65, got my trusty old calculator. And we're just going to say you get 6% a year on your, we're going to say $1 million. All right, so $1 million bucks. You got 5 years before you're 70. So 5 years, that's 6% a year, no payments. Your future value would be 1.33 million. All right, 1.33 million. Divide that by 27.4. And now that's $48,000 of RMD in the first year. And you can see where this is going to go. Simply we'll say, we're taking 50,000 a year. We got so bear with me just a second. Compute future value. 1.338 is our future value. We're gonna make that our present value. All right. So now we got 1.338 million. There's a method to my madness here, my friends. So bear with me just a second. We're gonna pull $50,000 a year out of that guy. We're still gonna get 6% interest a year. And 10 years from now, how much would the portfolio be worth? It's still going to be worth 1.73 million. All right, so let's fast forward now. It's 1.73 million. You are 80 years old. All right, so what is your RMD at that point in terms of if you die? What does your wife pay? And we're just going to say her RMD is 19. Does it give us on this? This is from Ed Jones, actually. Does it give us? Yeah, it does. Sweet. So she's got 1.7 million. We'll say she's 80 years old. You got to divide that by 18.7. So 1.7 divided by 18.7, because that's her RMD table. She has to take $90,000 out of her IRA. All right, so $90,000 of her IRA out, and she's a single taxpayer because you're dead, Scott. She will be $90,000 for a single person, puts her well in the 24% tax bracket. This is taxable income now. 0 to 9,700 is 10%. 9,700 to 39,000 is 12. 39 to 84 is 22. 84 to anything above is 24. So that's gonna, just that RMD alone is going to put her well within the 24% tax bracket. What does that do for her Medicare? Her Medicare premiums go sky high as well because the Medicare, the IRMA income, I can't remember what IRMA stands for. IRMAA, Medicare Adjustment something. Income with respect to Medicare, I can't remember. Anyways, IRMA. So she's going to pay more on her Medicare taxes, her Medicare premiums by far. And again, this is just the RMD when she's 80. I mean, you factor in RMD when she's 85, it's 14.8%. So if she's got $2 million there at 85 years old, and she's got to take 14.8 out as a divisor, that's $135,000, man. I mean, she's going to get killed. And so not only is she going to be knee-deep in the 24% tax bracket, well, shoot, at that point, I think she'll still be in the 24% tax bracket. Let's see, single. No, she's pushing 32% because 160 is a 32% tax bracket. I know those will be adjusted for inflation. I'm not inflating them, so I'm inflating the growth on the portfolio. I'm not inflating the tax brackets, but you see where this is going. She will be in the 32% most likely. On top of that, she's going to get hammered when it comes to Medicare premiums. On top of that, she'll have to pay any tax. She'll pay up, I mean, we're talking at this stage, she's looking at 20% plus 3.8% for the Obamacare surtax on any qualified dividends or long-term capital gains, any passive income that she has. So, higher tax bracket, higher taxes without question, higher Medicare premiums without question. On top of that, higher taxes on qualified dividends and long-term capital gains if she has some. On top of that, if she dies and leaves it to the kids, they're going to have to pay tax on that money. Yes, I do advocate doing Roth conversions even if you are in the 24% tax bracket because you're married finally jointly. Take advantage of the tax bracket. And the tax bracket is 2 standard deductions. Your tax brackets are lower or you get, I should say higher, because between a single taxpayer, the first $9,000 is at 10%. For a married filing jointly, it's the first $19,000 at 10%. So the answer to your question is unequivocally yes. Do the Roth conversions, absolutely. And again, I'm only using a 6% rate of return here. I'm not swinging grand slams. I'm just doing doubles, and I guess on a good year, we can get some triples and get 7% rate of return, but I'm not using a huge, overly optimistic rate of return by any stretch of the imagination. So if you get even anywhere near a 7% rate of return, it's only going to be much more painful. All right, hope this helps. Thanks for the question. We'll see ya.